Welcome to Comical Comics, your one-stop listen to all things comics. We're talking books, movies, TV shows, video games, and more. I must forewarn you, though, we are a spoiler cast, and what that means is we consider all properties, past, future, and present, to be valid, and we will spoil the hell out of them. I'm your host, Michael, along with my two co-hosts, Richard and Jeremy, and with all that being said, let's get started. All right, it is Sunday, January 25th, and we are back with some more Men in Black. So we sat there last week and did a review of 1997 Men in Black featuring Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith, of course, as agents K and J, respectively, and decided, you know what? Let's take a look at where all this gets its stuff from. It's whatever
it's
from.
Lore.
Can't think of the words. I'm sorry?
It's lore. It's
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Canonical history.
Yeah. Back before Marvel took over the rights to Men in Black, I guess like right before, something like that, the Aircel did the production, did the whatever. I'm for whatever reason I am losing all words. I don't know if it's just because it's cold outside or what, but it's like fuck you, fuck your words. You can't talk.
I'm assuming you're talking about they did the printing of it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So, anyways, this was all written by and created by Lowell
Cunningham.
Thank you. I was trying to read my writing. With artwork from Sandy Carruthers.
Yeah.
And there's 2 volumes of this from Aircel. Both first volume in 1990, second volume in 1991, each featuring 3 issues, and that's it. Marvel would take over after that and throw out a couple one-shots, and then that's really it. That's all they did with it. So, which kind of seems silly, honestly, to like get a property like this, do a movie, a trilogy of movies on top of that, but not do anything else with it.
Agreed.
Really.
Like, especially now that they have the Alien and Predator properties, like MIB versus Predator,
shit.
MIB versus
cool.
Alien, like it just writes itself.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't even think about that till now. I
That'd
guess
be
that's
hilarious.
really if Disney Marvel still owns the rights to MIB, like who did International?
I think wasn't it Sony? I don't know. Let me look that up while you're.
Oh, that would be par for Sony to have it. That's funny.
Yep, it's Sony. It was produced by Columbia Pictures, but it was distributed by Sony.
Of course.
I thought I remember when watching it, seeing the Sony logo in front of it.
Well, I guess that's not necessarily that big of a deal because doesn't Sony do all the distribution for like Disney's DVD? Like, isn't that their thing? They make all the DVDs and the Blu-rays. Isn't that what distributing means, or is it something different?
Sure. I have no idea. I don't know how to answer that question, to be honest with you. I pretty sure distributing means like they pay to have it put in theaters, not just distributing it out on whatever they're calling it now. I used to say like direct to DVD, but that's not even a thing anymore. What do they call it
like
now?
Media or whatever.
Yeah, like VOD, video on demand.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. Cool. Well, maybe it's not as bad as we think it is, though.
Doubt it.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Could be Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
All right. Let's take a look at this volume 1 featuring these first 3 issues. Jeremy, what's your whelming of this first volume of Men in Black?
I will for the first volume. I will say I'm whelmed to pleasantly whelmed. Maybe. It was. I mean, it's kind of true to what Richard said. There were a couple things here or there that where I was like kind of in the movie, but for the majority of it, like nothing. It was not the same. So the way I don't know, it was just kind of. It wasn't as as like see, now you got me messed up too. As like intricate as the movie and like all the like cool things and stuff like that, it was just like pistols and shotguns. That's what you had in this one. I mean, well, they did have like a couple things here or there, but still. But yeah, and then like the artwork part of it, I mean, it's okay. Some of it was kind of hard to keep track of who's who a little bit here or there. But for the most part, it was pretty good. But yeah, and the storyline, I liked how it was kind of one on this one at least. It was like, well, even in the next plot, but each issue was like it's kind of its own thing, like own baddie to get rid of or whatever.
Yeah.
So it wasn't nothing. It wasn't anything that you really had to carry over too much.
So it's like a villain of the week. Like each issue has its own sort of story.
So I like that part of it. So, but overall, I mean, it was like I said, it was rather wordy. And some of it just had to kind of get through.
Yeah. All right, Richard, what do you think of Volume 1?
I 2 out of the 3 for Volume 1 I wrote, I was pleasantly whelmed. So I guess I'm going to say I'm pleasantly whelmed. It is not what I expected. It is absolutely not what I was expecting at all. But I did like some of the things that they dealt with. I thought that was kind of cool, especially since I don't know. I'm a sucker for paranormal like stuff. So not only is it aliens, but it's also like cryptids and demons and all sorts of stuff. So I just thought that was kind of cool. The art I thought was okay for the time. Like I didn't think anything was bad. It was black and white. That's my only like knock against it, really. But I thought it was fine. I thought when you said that it was hard to tell who was who, Jeremy, I thought that was maybe the reason why they gave Kay the sunglasses and Jay doesn't have them.
Yeah.
So you could easily tell the difference because yes, they do like they're just like a white dude with like a comb over hair. So but all in all, I don't think it's like horrible, but I will say having watched like all the Men in Black movies and expecting one thing and then reading this and getting completely different was just very jarring, especially the first issue.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say overall I'm whelmed. I'm with you. This is not at all what I expected. Like issue 2 is pretty much the basis of what they worked off of to do the first movie, it seems like. And then there's like little glimpses here and there of like, you get the neuralizer, you get these special guns to fight these certain enemies and stuff like that. But outside of, and like the car can do certain things and you get Zed, but like outside of that, like it's not.
You kind of get Zed.
Do what?
You kind of get Zed.
Yeah. I mean, like they talk to him enough.
Zed is like reduced to Charlie from Charlie's Angels. Like he is he is just a voice on the other side of a like speaker.
Yeah. But like I don't know. I guess I was expecting some like high tech whatever kind of comic book and like or stuff to be beyond and very imaginative and like none of that. None of that really at all. And as far as like artwork and dialogue, like this is like this is the definition of like early 90s indie to me. Like if you were to be like, what's the perfect definition of early 90s indie? Like I'm like Men in Black. That is it. There's lots of dialogue or a good bit of dialogue, not like lots. I've read worse, but a good bit of dialogue. It's black and white. I felt the one part that I had a problem with as far as telling people apart was in the very first story that we're going to talk about. There's 2 agents, and I was like, wait a second, didn't we just see this agent earlier? Is this like a before all this? Like what's going on? Like I got lost there. But outside of that, I felt like K and J were like pretty easy to tell apart, even though they removed Jay's mole from his face, and he was very upset about that.
They did give him a mullet.
They did give him a mullet. There you go. There's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a
All
good
right.
trade-off.
I honestly don't have very many notes at all, but I will absolutely still talk about them. Issue number 1 is titled Part 1, Initiation. This is where you're going to meet Kay, you're going to meet Zed, you're going to meet who will become Jay. There is a drug called Berserk, and it makes people go berserk, is what it boils down to. Like they just lose themselves and they wind up becoming a killing frenzy kind of thing. And one agent, Carl North, who gets brought up later on, he becomes victim of this berserk, or somebody who's taking this berserk. And the agent that will be Jay is trying to get in with these drug lords and whatnot like that, and becomes kind of almost a victim of K. So, and that's where we get the whole like them. Jay was a future prospect for the Men in Black, and that's the only reason he was necessarily saved to go on in this series. But yeah, I don't know. I that was a crazy storyline, honestly. Just like a drug that makes people go insane. You got this cult kind of thing, this leader or whatever going on. I thought the story was okay, but it was just not what I expected from Men in Black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to kind of jump in, like you said, talking about the drug cartel, basically, like that was not in the movies anywhere. So that one just kind of threw me off, and trying to get my feet under me, trying to figure out what's happening in this story was, I guess, part of it. Just the trying to figure out who's who and what's going on, things like that.
Yeah.
I did like in there the part whenever he's, Kay and Jay are, for getting on their first thing, and Kay's getting like Jay's first suit, and Jay asks for the neuralizer if he could have one. He's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then he, like, you can see him, he has it, and then it's like, it tries to get him, and like, you got that out of your system. Yeah. He's like, you got that out of your system now, basically. And this is, that one kind of made me chuckle, but no, for the most part, I just was like, this is just kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one is more leaning into especially like way back in the day, like men from the government, like men in suits, were like spooks, and you shouldn't trust them, and all this stuff. That leans more in, because that's what K is. K is just like the evil, like, man of the branch of the government, if you will, but he's not really. But I'm just saying, like, this is what they kind of envisioned what like the FBI was, or something the CIA was back in the day. The neuralizer is straight up, like, in the movie, it's kind of the same, but it's more, to me, it's more OP in this comic. Like, you can erase someone's memory and give them like a new one, but this one, it like hypnotizes you, where you can make them do things for you, which is kind of crazy.
True serum on top of that. Like, it's the end all be all of gadgets. You don't need anything else.
Yes, exactly. Which there's a funny line later on. I forget. I think it's in volume 2, which I'm getting ahead of myself. But like, Jay mentions about how, like, does the neuralizer only work on me? And like, it really is like that almost. There's a lot of the times he tries to use it and it just doesn't work.
Well, and then there's another comment that he makes later on in the series. He's like, there's a pattern going on here where one of us, primarily me, gets their ass kicked, and then another one of us, primarily you, guns somebody down.
Yeah. I like, there was a line from the comic that was used in the movie. It's the line that Zed uses when Jay is suiting up in the movie, when he's like, anonymity is your tongue, your native tongue, or whatever it is. And it says, we're not the system. We are above the system. We're them. We're they. We are the Men in Black. Like, Kay says that to Jay. And I was like, oh, that's cool. They actually pulled that from the comic. I thought that was neat.
Yeah, I think I found another line. I don't know if I wrote it down though now.
There's another one. I think it's in issue 2 though. I don't know.
Maybe so.
I have some ones throughout the different issues.
Got you. Oh, yeah. No, it is in issue 2. The one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this like issue.
Yeah.
So
the only other thing is
jarring.
Yeah, like Kay's an ass in this. Like just an absolute ass. Like a total, like he sets Jay up basically. Like they go into, he gives Jay, first off, he like just shows up, like rescues Jay supposedly, and then hypnotizes him. Like doesn't even give him an option, just like neuralizes him, throws him in the car, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm MIB. You're part of the MIB. You want to join? If not, I'm gonna erase your memory, and you're gonna be a nobody or something for the rest of your life, and just like stranded out in the desert somewhere." So he's like, "Well, I guess I'll just join then." And
you drive a hard bargain.
Yeah, exactly. And then like they go, he like gives him, which that was the most unceremonious. Like he's just like, here's your suit. I got an extra tie lying around here somewhere. Here you go. And then they make him go into like a double wide, and you can see in the background Kay is like, he's like kind of grinning, like he knows that Jay is about to get like hit over the head. Like he specifically set Jay up for that. And I was just like, Kay is such a fucking ass.
I will say, as much as Kay is an ass, Jay is a whiny little bitch. Like both of them are at fault here for random whatever things. Like I know that Jay is supposed to be the heart and everything else, and like the good boy and also the jazz, but dadgummit, he gets on my damn nerves sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind Kay or Jay at all. Kay's the one that I'm just like, nah, he gotta go.
I will say, did y'all read any of the excerpts at the back of the book, like where they're doing the question and answer stuff? With the publishing company. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Publishing company. Fuck me.
I read a little bit. I didn't read all of them though.
One of the questions was like, do you think there is a Men in Black, and do you think Kay runs it? Then the guy, I think it was Cunningham. He was like, I sure hope Kay doesn't run it. Like, Kay's a jerk.
That's funny because there's an Easter egg in the last issue on volume 2 that maybe was like a nod to that. Then I didn't realize that.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't read that part.
Yeah. There was something else that was in the excerpt area, and it was like basically the idea of this came from like one of his friends, Cunningham's friends. And he was really interested in UFOs and all that other jazz, and like the Men in Black that came from that. And they were like, okay, well, you started off with not doing UFOs. He's like, well, yeah, like that would just get repetitive like over time. Like I didn't want to just do UFOs kind of thing, which I think it's cool on the one hand, but on the other hand, it's like the very next issue. What does he do? He does space aliens and UFOs. I'm like, okay, that didn't last long.
Yeah. I was going to mention this later when we talk about, I think it's like the second issue in volume 2, but the cartoon does where think like mythical, like cryptids, like mythical creatures, like a unicorn, Bigfoot, the Loch Ness monster. The cartoon basically establishes that they're aliens. Like what we think is like a cryptid, it's just an alien that the Men in Black know. So I thought that was kind of cool, tying that into the original comic.
Yeah,
like how they like investigate all paranormal things, because I think there's an episode where it's like they think it's a ghost and it's not a ghost, it's an alien. But anyway,
I think I like the idea of the Men in Black being like a paranormal investigators. I feel like that opens the door for way more things and like tell way like, I don't know, just cool stories in general. And so I kind of wish they would have done something like that, like mixed what we know as Men in Black from the movies and Ghostbusters together and just did everything. That would have been fun.
The only problem with that, at that point, you're just doing X-Files. Because that's true. That's all.
But I'm here for it. I would so be down for that.
Yeah, I know. But I just think like when this came out, X-Files was big.
That's true.
So it was just like, it's just X-Files again. The only other note I had is like they beat the fuck out of Jay.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
He's-
Well, and it looked so. The ending of the story, to spoil it for everybody that's listening, because I know y'all want to hear it spoiled. Kay winds up like getting the mob that's on this berserker drug to turn on their like cult leader
Mm-hmm.
and saying like, "Oh, he's got the last bag of Zerk. Y'all better get it." And so like they turn on him to go get it, and there looks like to be a fire or something that's going on. There's a skull, like it's crazy, but there's a hand reaching out to grab the bag. So I guess Berserker's still a thing. I don't know, but this is the last time that you hear about it in both the volumes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very left open ended. So if they want to like continue that for like another issue down the road, alas, they do not.
No,
I was like, when again, I didn't know. We talked about it last episode, but I did not know that they were like, I thought they were specifically aliens only with Men in Black. So like, I'm reading this and I'm like, so are these like aliens or like, when's he gonna like take off his suit and he has like antennas?
That's funny. Issue 2?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Issue 2. Men in Black, number 2, from February 1990, entitled Encounter. This is pretty much the first Men in Black movie, except with just a funny twist, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Richard was talking about this last week. It's pretty hilarious. These aliens come down to meet this farmer who would, in the movie, be Edgar. And there's a scene where he wants the gun from Edgar, and he says, "You can have it when you pry it from my cold, dead hands." And he says, "Proposal accepted." However, it doesn't end quite the way it does in the movies. Because these little grasshopper aliens are actually nice. And they're going to just come back every night and see if he's dead yet to take his gun from him.
I wrote for, like, I kind of gave my whelmings for each individual issues. And this one I was like, I'm pleasantly whelmed because, like, that's a funny gag. Like, I think that's really funny.
I agree.
Funny to me on this one, like, I almost was like, is this like Matrix mixed with Men in Black or something because of the whole room there,
the kung fu, like no, that's so weird. I had that exact note too. I just wrote Matrix ?
No, yeah, I did too. I had the same. I thought this was just such like all of that. It's pages of them fighting, then realizing that their headquarters they're at is a maze, and then more dialogue and their get-ups, and then locker room talk, which is just awkward, and them getting dressed, and I'm like, fucking A, what are we doing?
I love when you see the headquarters where it's like a maze. There's a little Easter egg where Jay goes into one room and there appears to be Bigfoot, a unicorn, and a dragon. Or I'm assuming that's a dragon. I don't know if that's like a kelpie or something. I don't know what it is. But
I see Bigfoot now. I didn't notice Bigfoot earlier.
Yeah, it is. It is it's like a sliver of him.
Yeah. Let's see. So their main transportation is, of course, the Lincoln Continental. At least in this book, it is. And they got to get to where they got to get to this farmer's house quick. And so they loaded up in a helicopter to fly over to where they need to go. And then they drop that bitch like Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious style.
I just wrote, I was like, well, at least they still drive a POS, a Ford POS.
Not worried about dinging it up.
I thought that when they got to the farmer's house, I thought it was interesting, like the dialogue that was there, because it felt very much like the dialogue in the movie, where they're like, make them curious kind of thing, make them wonder, get them a little scared. But this is, even more so of like just Kay just being an ass. Of like, oh no, fuck them. I want them to be terrified of me.
Yeah.
Like, put the glasses on. It helps promote power.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like, he's such an ass. It's mostly like the next volume that I just really do not like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets really bad in that one.
When he goes up to introduce Agent J, he calls him Agent North.
Which is his like dead DEA agent. Which I think I wrote there. I was like, yep, total ass.
Such an ass.
He smokes too constantly. That's the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay calls him out on the whole like Agent North thing. And I can't find it. I'm looking for it now.
You talking about where he's like, you named me Dennis the Menace or something?
You named me after Dennis the Menace. And he's like, oh, I thought you'd like being named after your buddy Cole North.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like, yeah. I thought you'd like sharing the name of your old buddy, Carl North. You remember Carl North was DEA, now DOA.
Yeah. And Jay replies, he's like, you callous bastard.
Yeah.
He's all doing this while just like casually smoking too.
Right. And the couple, they're in the house and the couple's already been flashed. And so they're just waiting. Like they're giving them all the facts, but then they're just kind of waiting as to like what they're supposed to do. And then that's when you get the reason as to what Kay tells him is like what happened.
Yeah, the cover up.
Yeah, that wasn't a UFO.
Yeah.
You saw swamp gas from a weather balloon that was trapped in the thermal pocket and refracted the light from Venus.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like word for word what
it is.
Tommy Lee Jones says.
Yeah, that was going to say that's the line from the movie. Or rather, the movie took this line and used it. Which is funny because in the movie, Jay's like, that's the part where Jay's like, wait, what was that? And he tells him what the neuralizer is, and he's like, and that weak ass story is the best thing you could come up with, which Jay kind of says the same thing, just in a different way. He says like, no one could believe that nonsense, even if they were hypnotized.
Yeah. But again, just more. They start waiting on the bugs to come down, and Kay's like, "Fine, you handle this one. You go talk to the bugs." So he goes to talk to the bugs, and they're just trying to live. Like they just want the gun because they're on a scavenger hunt. Whoever brings the ship back to their planet, which is it's unnecessary, they say, and it's just rare. And whoever brings it back, their colony gets to live, and that's it. And Jay's like, fine, you can have mine. That's okay. Let me just keep the bullets, guys.
Well, what's so like when he's walking out, I'm trying to get to that page real quick. You can see leaning up against their car is like a bunch of ray guns, like almost like one from the movie. Like there's one on the far left that kind of looks like the one from the movie. The middle one, not so much. And the right one doesn't. But I was like, oh, we finally getting ray guns? And then he's just like, here, you can take my pistol. And I'm like, oh.
See, I feel like the one in the middle looks like the one that Jay had in the movies.
Yeah.
Because it's got all those extra barrels in a circle.
Yeah, I can see it.
But yeah. No, well, and Jay even sits there and says, like, I can't give you Edgar's. Well, it's not Edgar, it's whatever his name is. And I can't give you K's, but I can give you mine. It's like, there's so many more down there.
That joke was so funny, though, because it was like, yeah, this bug's been harassing us. He comes back every night asking for my gun. And then Jay goes out there and they're like, what? We had a verbal contract. He said I could have his gun when I pry it from his cold, dead hand. So I come every night and I'm like, hey, are you dead yet? No? Okay, I'll be back tomorrow.
He said, I'll be back in one Earth rotation.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just outside orbit, just waiting. All right, let's go back.
Like, that is a really funny gag. And you couldn't do it for the first movie, but I wish they could have done that in like another movie with them. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Like a side story. A side story like that would have been good. just one that you kind of peeked in on every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe had an agent that was new at training or whatever. Like that. Yeah, I think that would have been good. Those are all my notes.
Yeah, the last thing I have is just when they fly off. Kay's like, "Damn, there goes my target practice." and then he said something like, "He's like, well, I guess you did okay this time, babykins," or something like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
God, he's such a fucking asshole. Like, I just don't like this Kay.
You know that like that was a reference to whenever he tried to like call his old job.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but,
just like letting
still,
him know.
Like,
yeah,
it's just such an like, because like, I don't know. To me, Kay essentially kidnapped him and gave him like, hey, you can either be stranded out in the desert or you can join us. And then like he's just been an ass the entire way.
Yeah.
I do like Tommy Lee Jones' rendition way better.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I love Tommy Lee Jones in the Men in Black series. I even love, that's why I like the third one, because the third one, it's Josh Brolin doing like a Tommy Lee Jones impression, and it's so good. It's such a great, and anyway, they capture that same sort of chemistry between the two.
Mm-hmm. All right, issue 3.
Absolutely.
Yep.
On to issue 3, Men in Black number 3, March 1990, entitled Invocation. We got some kids playing D&D, and one of them rolls the dice and summons a demon. Like, literally.
It's literally Stranger Things.
Yeah.
This episode is what if Men in Black and Stranger Things crossed over?
Yeah.
Like, I even wrote the kids kind of look like Will, Dustin, and Mike.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, the Men in Black gotta come and handle this demon who has pretty much terrorized this town after he's been released.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, more just random bullshit on the part of J and K back at headquarters playing poker with a tarot card set. It looks like.
Is it tarot? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know if that's tarot. Is that
well,
tarot?
because like Jay has a flush of swords.
Mm-hmm.
Kay has 3 cups, a wand, and death.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. That is probably a tarot card. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, it's weird.
For some reason in my mind they were just playing cards, like normal cards. I don't know why. Like I don't know. I just blanked out on that.
When they get the call to go and investigate this demon, they ride what's called the transit. I believe we saw that in 2. Was it 2 that we saw the train where they get in a little when they get flushed?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I think the second movie took the premise of this for that, because they weren't being transported like multiple states away. They were just being transported outside of MIB headquarters, which was still in New York. But yeah, it's kind of the similar like thing where they just get in like a tube and get flushed through this like windy snake of a tube.
Yeah. That's what it reminded me of anyways. So, and then like just the look on like Jay's face as he's going through it, and it looks like there's water all around him. I'm like, this is horrifying.
Yeah, I see. This is where I'm like, I think the art's pretty good, because like that's a cool like drawing of him like super stretched out and like invoking like he's going really, really fast and bending and winding through these like tubes.
I feel the artwork gets better as the series goes on, because I felt like the artwork was a lot better in volume 2 than in volume 1. And there's like a whole year between the two.
There is one in volume 2 that is I was like, what is this art?
We get to see that the Lincoln, the Continental can transform into a police car, or I guess whatever Kay wants it to be.
Yeah, I think it's like it can just camouflage into whatever it needs to be. In this case, he chose a police car.
Yeah. I like this one kind of like side, like it's not a side story, but it is like a story of where, they go to a house. This woman has lost one of her kids, is to the demon, and she's just sitting there just in awe. And Jay's like, look, Kay, we got to do something. Like, Flash her, do something. And Kay's like, I mean, we only really have to handle people that are like a threat to us. Like, she's going to be perceived loony. So there's no need in flashing her. But you do you, sport. I'm out.
Yeah.
So
that was the moment that I was like, Kay's a bastard, man. Because, like, he straight up neuralizes, like, everybody in town. And then tells, like, the police officers, he's like, hey, you follow my orders, call me sir, and all this shit. and then, like, a poor woman has just lost her child.
Yeah.
And Jay's like, Kay, you gotta erase her memory. Do something to ease her pain. And he's like, not my problem. And just, like, leaves. And I'm just like, you bastard.
But, like, did Jay even help the matter, though? Like, that's kind of the question that I have. Like,
yeah,
like,
that's what I
once
was
he
thinking
flashes
too.
her, I'm sorry, what?
No, that's what I was thinking too, because he just tells her it was a tornado.
Yeah.
Doesn't help her or anything, and so she goes running into the pile trying to look for her son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like she has to relive it again.
Well, yeah, but it's still like, it's better. I don't know. I mean, that now you're getting into the more like, should he erase her memory of her child altogether? I think not.
Yeah.
I think that's like really fucked up in my opinion. I think she should still be able to mourn her child, but I think it's just, I don't know, maybe easing the pain. It really rubbed me wrong though, of like Kay uses it to feel powerful over all these other people, but when it comes to actually helping someone, he's like, nah, fuck them.
But was he trying to teach Jay a lesson though?
No. No, I really don't, because like, well, this again, you got to look at it through the lens of the time that this came out, where they were looking at like the FBI and the CIA as like spooks, as like bad people. So like that is what Kay's supposed to be. That's even why he says at the, when you were talking about that excerpt where he was like, if there is an MIB, I hope it's not run by Kay.
Right. So they figure out they got a demon they got to handle. They head to the car, and we finally get our first cool weirdo gun by an electrical engineer. that this thing shoots shafts, and I don't mean like Samuel L. Jackson shafts. I just rods. Like I don't understand it. I don't get it, but whatever. It had to do all with electricity, and magic apparently is weak to electricity in this world. So they figure out that the demon is coming from the die that they're rolling. The kids are rolling for their game. The die is a
dodecahedron.
Oh yeah, dodecahedron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, dodecahedron.
Yeah,
I had like wrote it out a certain way and then didn't do it.
Which my other thing was like, are they? I don't know. Like he just walks up on their game, like, and I couldn't tell if they were like at a house or like some. Or were they just already in a trance? But I mean, they just appear next to these kids' game, and like the kids just can still continue to play. And I'm like, gee, what? I don't know. I was like, I don't understand, but whatever.
Yeah.
I just assumed that maybe they got flashy things and as well somehow.
I agree. That part was confusing, and I was like, there's a hole in the wall, so I'm just gonna assume they like stuck their head out when like Jay or when, I keep getting them mixed up, when Kay gets out of the car and like flashy things everybody in the town.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it seemed like they were hypnotized, because he was like taking orders from Kay and like, whatever, obeying him. So I assumed, and there's even like a shot of the goofy kid with the glasses. Like, I don't know. He just maybe it's just the art style, but he looks like he's hypnotized to me.
Yeah. Well, I will say that later on, because it's just like Kay and the kid with the glasses, and because Kay sends the other two off to go do something, and he goes, "This wasn't a monster; it was a tornado, just like everybody else." And he's like, "Okay," like he didn't seem like he was necessarily in a trance to me at that point in time because he had like his head down and stuff like that. Was it, hey, kid? This never happened. Remember, tornado. Got it? Question mark. And the kid's like, got it. So,
yeah. The other cool thing that they do is they have the Doctor Who psychic paper. Where it's just he just pulls out a like blank piece of paper and it just shows whatever whatever it needs to be. I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, hey, that's cool. From Doctor Who. The last thing I wrote for this issue was I was like, even the demon says that Kay is an ass.
Well, and then like proves the point of like Jay and his heart and all this other kind of jazz, and so just trying to push more of that character development, which I guess like to me is kind of weird. Like if this is the last issue of that volume and you don't do something else for another year, like I don't know why spend the time and effort trying to develop the characters. I know it's the point of like comic books and stuff like that, movies, TV shows, but for something so short-lived, like you'd think it'd be like quick to the point, like, you know?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you said that was your last thing, right, Richard?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have anything else. What about you, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. I got one more thing. He does say something about like in this issue that he is now a full-fledged member of the Men in Black.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it took three freaking things.
Yeah.
For him to become a full-fledged member.
It took Jay 2 days.
Yeah, I was about to say that's better.
That's true. That's funny. All right. On to volume 2. 3 issues there. Jeremy, what is your whelming of volume 2?
I'm gonna stick with whelmed. I mean, a couple of little stories. I mean, I kind of liked the first issue some. It was interesting seeing a little bit, gave a little bit backstory to Men in Black, I guess a little bit to the organization. But yeah, overall, I'm still just gonna stay to whelmed. It's not something that I'm just yay. Kind of thing.
Richard?
Looking through mine, I was whelmed on the first one. The second one, I was underly whelmed. And then the third one, I was whelmed again. So on average, I was whelmed.
Got you. Same. I'm just whelmed. The first story I freaking hate. I think it's dumb as shit. I don't like it at all. The second story I liked a little bit more. The third story I thought had some really funny comedic things to it, but they just wasted a bunch of time doing a bunch of talky bullshit, and I'm just like, okay, you're just filling pages at this point in time. Like you should have just wrote a better story.
The third issue was just like cameos from other like science fiction movies. There's so many, like the artist was just like, I'm gonna throw in fucking Chewbacca and everyone in between.
Chewbacca, E.T., yeah, Spock.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them written down when we get to that, but yeah.
That's funny. All right, the first issue in this volume is Wolf in the Fold. It's from May 1991. And we're dealing with a vigilante hero. Well, a vigilante, not necessarily hero, but he looks to be more of a hero kind. And the Men in Black have got to go after him. And come to find out, this is a person who was a Man in Black. He had the name of Ek, and now he goes by Wolf. Do what?
It's X. He's supposed to be Agent X.
Oh, okay. I just saw ECK.
Yeah, it was ECKS X.
Okay, I missed the S because the font sometimes is just whatever.
But yeah, he's supposed to be Agent X.
Agent X. Okay, cool. And Agent X goes by the name of Wolf now, who has a wolf that's named Peter.
Like, I wrote immediately, I was like, who is this docking ass looking motherfucker? I was like, he looks like the inbred love child of Namor and Shatterstar. And then I just wrote, I was like, oh my God, his wolf is named Peter. and then I was like, and he's like Daredevil? Like, what? Yeah. Like, what is? Clearly, he's supposed to be like an amalgam of like Marvel superheroes, because like he's supposed to be Wolverine. Like that shot we see of him with the size where you see the claws sticking out and like the reflection, like that's supposed to be like an homage to like Wolverine.
This looks like a vampire version of the Badgers. What this looks like,
yeah,
it's fucking bad.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
I fucking hate his hair. His hair's so stupid.
You don't like his mane?
It's like a combination between a mullet and I don't know, like a flock of seagull haircut. Like it's just fucking terrible. It's so bad.
The coolest thing that I thought about this whole issue was that they named two people that left Men in Black, and it would be X here, who's Wolf, and a friend of his. It's called Beta. And I found that more interesting just for the fact of like talking to you last week, Richard. You're talking about the cartoon and how there was a character named Alpha. And I was like, okay, is that kind of where they're going with this kind of thing? Was the cartoon picking up on that? Like, what was going on there?
I'm going to assume yes, because this does not ever get continued. Like, we don't learn anything else about Agent X or Beta or anything. Like, nothing gets continued from the Aircel, like, lore, like the canon of that. This gets wiped by the end of this. But yeah, I think that was the idea. One of my favorite characters from the Men in Black cartoon was Agent Alpha. He was a villain he was like the first agent in Men in Black, and he eventually left Men in Black, became a villain. He's usually like made up of like parts of different aliens, and that's what like gave him like kind of like superpowers, if you will. So it seems like they kind of took this issue as a way to like inspire them for that character.
Yeah. Okay. The next big thing that happens, for me anyways, in this, is that they pin down Wolf and Peter in a alleyway. Jay and K do. And Jay tries to flash not only Wolf, but Peter as well. And it doesn't work on either one of them.
Yeah, that was the part I was like, man, the neuralizer really does only work on Jay.
And the town folk. But we find out that Wolf has these, I assume they're contacts, or they like legit eyes that like can block the neuralizer. I think they keep saying eyes.
Yeah, I think he has like nanotechnology like in his eyes. So I don't think it's just contacts. I think like they're like little tiny, you know, microscopic robots that like now make up his eye. Their gills, yeah.
He's breathing.
So that page where they meet him in the alleyway and he's doing like a whatever pose, like a ninja pose. Does that art not look terrible? Like his head is enormous compared to his body.
Yeah.
He looks like a bobblehead.
Yeah. Well, and like Kay looks a little off. Like the whole scene looks off, and it's, I don't know, the proportions do look. Well, I just think it's ridiculous. It's like, yeah, I figured. What are you calling yourself these days? And he's like in the Wolf.
Yeah. It's so stupid. I didn't really like this issue. The only thing I liked was establishing more lore. Like I like the idea of like there were some agents that left MIB, and like this guy's now like a superhero, like albeit a very lame superhero, but he's a superhero now. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. What did you think when Kay shot Wolf? Or no, not Wolf, Peter.
Yeah.
Peter the Wolf.
Peter the Wolf.
The actual fucking wolf.
Yeah, not to be confused with the wolf superhero named Wolf.
Right.
Yeah, no, it pissed me off because I was like, again, I was like, God, I really fucking hate Kay. I was like, who wants to shoot a wolf?
Yeah.
His response, never shot a wolf before.
He's so excited. And I'm like, God, he's such a piece of shit.
Oh, man. There's a tussle between Kay and the wolf, and then Jay winds up shooting at them and hits Kay because the wolf did turn and he knew Jay was about to fire, so he turned and got Kay shot.
Mm-hmm.
Jay goes after him, and Wolf, for whatever reason, leaps way up in the air to try and come down on Jay, and Jay shoots him in the chest, and then him and Peter just dive off into the Hudson, never to be seen again.
I love though he shoots him. He shoots Wolf, and Wolf's like, "Oh, my heart!" And then he's like, "You should have went for the head or something like that." And then he's like, "No, come, Peter!" And they just like dive into the thing, and they're like, "Oh, he's dead." And I'm like, "No, that's not his. He didn't. He got shot in the chest. Like it went clean through. Like he could potentially bleed out from that, but he probably survived. Like."
The bullet went directly through the heart. Excellent. Next time, though, try for a headshot.
Mhm.
It's more effective.
And then he's just like, blah.
Peter, be ready. Our time here is almost finished.
And then he just dives into the river. Like, it's just so stupid.
I just need Jay to be like, fuck off. What are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
go get a haircut, you hippie.
I don't know, man. This issue was so weird. And then, like, every issue, I've noticed a pattern by this point. Every issue kind of ends the same, where, you know, Kay says something and then Jay will reply. And it's like, he's talking like more metaphorical about like the organization in general. Cause he's like, he says something about like, you know, Men in Black don't kill easily. And Jay's like, no, we do kill easily. That's the problem. Or something like that. And I was just like, I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, just continuously trying to establish that character or whatever. And I'm like, you got this one. Mm-hmm. We know already. It's clear as day. Kay's an asshole. Jay's not. So there you go.
Yeah, they really hammer home the K being an asshole, though. I'm like, y'all could make me like him somehow. They do kind of in the next issue. There's one part that I was like, okay, that's really funny.
So issue 2 for volume 2?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Ravening Man. This is from June 1991.
Real quick, is it the Ravening Man or is it the Ravening Man?
Oh,
because I had beef with that when they talk about the Ravening Man. They you know, there's that little thing at the beginning where what is it? What's the line? It's like, but everyone agrees on one thing: how the Ravening Man got his name, not from a raven, as the bird he resembles, but from ravenous, as in hunger. Very, very hungry. And I'm like, okay, well, if he got his name from ravenous, then he would be the Ravening Man. You don't say I'm ravenous. Like, I'm just like, what are you doing, man?
Putting way too much thought in this indie comic here. Way too much thought.
Oh, wait till you just wait.
Oh, geez.
What is the Ravening Man? Ravening Man seems to be like this cryptic style animal that's controlled by this old man in a house. And he tries to get off my lawn, but like to the 6,000th degree is what it boils down to.
He conjures Adrian Toombs to like go eat little kids.
Yes. So yeah, of course, Men in Black, they've got to go to Kentucky to figure this out. They try to stop this dad from beating the shit out of his kid. And I guess they kind of succeeded at that. What? Okay, so there's a scene here where Kay walks off with the boy.
Oh man, that was yeah.
And he says,
It's really
then when you
fucked
turn
up.
19, take the rifle to the top of the tallest building you can find and do the same thing. Got it? Yes, sir.
What
the fuck is he talking
That's
about?
a reference to the 1966 University of Texas, the tower shooting. It's it's basically implying Kay was the person, like, this kid will grow up, and because of what Kay just told him, will go shoot a bunch of people at the University of Austin, Texas, or whatever.
Oh, that's fucked
terrible.
up.
Yeah, no, that's why I said, I was like, Jesus fuck Kay.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Still think he's a good guy.
Oh no, that's been gone. That's been gone. I'm just glad I don't have to deal with him. They wind up having to deal with the ravening,
Whatever.
ravaging.
Just call him fucking Adrian Toombs.
Birdman.
Birdman.
And the thing about it is, it's like they've killed this Birdman. Kay kills this Birdman, not once but twice. But the Birdman can come back, and so that's pretty messed up. That's pretty crazy. They flash the guy that's like controlling said Birdman, and I guess that does nothing.
Yeah,
like he's not really hypnotized by that. He's kind of over that. So Kay has finally had enough, and Jay is like, "Hey, do something. I don't care what you do. Just do something." Kay's like, "Fine." He drops the old man.
Yeah, he just okay, and then shoots him in the head. Which I was like, I mean, that's on par with Kay at this point.
Yeah.
My favorite moment was when they're in the car and the ravening is attacking them, and Kay just runs it over. I was like, okay, that's funny. Like,
yes.
He was just like, floor it.
Because he was like, what was it? Like Jay was freaking out, and he's like, why panic whenever we're in like the most deadly weapon made type thing or something?
Yeah.
The weird thing. Actually, there was one other funny part that I like. It's when the Birdman is like has Jay in his like his talons, and I don't know why the art and just the dialogue. You see Jay go like, "Hey," and Kay's just like very calmly like, "Yeah, what? What's up?"
It's like that. When you were talking about that scene. Whenever I'm from the movie where Jay jumps out and starts running and chasing after the cab, and Kay just walks down the steps.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that is where they got the inspiration for that.
Yeah.
Well, even on that same page, Jay's like, "Do something, Kay," and Kay goes, "Sure thing. Hold him steady," and he's just holding his gun up. Like,
the weird thing that will never get answered, but when Kay talks to Jay about his like fear of birds or something, and then Jay's all like, "Pull the car over. How do you know that? I've never told anybody that." I'm like, can Kay read minds? Like, I even had this thought of like, what if the twist is like Kay is like Jay from the future or something? Since they kind of look alike, I was like, maybe eventually Kay is Jay and had to go back in time. I don't know. I was just like really thinking about it too much because I was like, why does he know this?
I was gonna say, you are in the weeds with this one here.
I hated this
I would
one.
just assume. Do what?
I hated this issue. It annoyed the absolute fuck out of me.
I just assume more or less that like during him being hypnotized in issue 1, that
Jay told him
they had all these kinds of questions they're supposed to ask him regardless. What's your most traumatizing event as a child? And this bird one is the one that came up.
Gotcha. Which is a weird, that's a weird one to have. Yeah, I know. He in one of the excerpts, or maybe I can't remember. Anyway, I read somewhere where the author, the writer, was talking about how people kept asking him, "Hey, will you do Bigfoot? Like, do like a really popular cryptid?" And he was like, "No, I've actually got an idea for volume 2 called The Ravening or whatever." And I was like, okay, cool. So maybe we'll see this. And then we got this, and I'm like, this sucks ass. I really wish we'd have gotten Bigfoot or something like Loch Ness Monster, something else. I was like, this weird bird man is just dumb as hell.
Poor Ravening.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, that's it for me, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Jeremy?
Yeah, no, that's it too.
All right. On to issue 3, Consequences, come out in July of 1991. This links all the way back to issue 2 from volume 1, where Jay sat there and handed over the gun to the grasshopper people. There is a judge that has come to say, hey, like, you can't do that. That's not how this works. So he's come down and judge Jay for that.
He is.
They wind up.
Instead of Ronan the accuser, he's Doran the accuser.
Doran, yeah. It's a cool look, though. I will say that, like, the helmet, everything, like, the way he's drawn is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, they send Doran to a Comic-Con in Atlanta.
I swear to God, I've been to this Holiday Inn. That whole, like, this is drawn exactly like one of the Holiday Inns that I've been to, one of the cons in Atlanta. Like, I swear to God, it is.
That's funny. So, yeah, J and K and Doran spend the day at this con in Atlanta. Nothing real exciting happens throughout the entire issue, except for Duran running into another alien who's got beef with him and tries to destroy him in said con.
Mm-hmm.
Fails, and then because he caused a disturbance and vandalism, he is now to be destroyed. And so he kills him in an elevator, it seems like.
Yeah.
I do think that the vending machine, there's a page
that
of
was funny.
Duran trying to get a drink at the vending machine. I thought that was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Of every selection was unavailable. And he's like, "Oh, well, you now stole my money and you've told me a lie, pretty much. Yours is termination as well."
He just smashes it. The guy he kills is so gross, though. He has like fingers on fingers.
Oh yeah, I see
it's
it now.
So gross.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why? So why do all these tools look like just big flashlights? Like the neuralizer's like a flashlight, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
The gun that this little guy has is like a flashlight. Like, what is up with all these flashlights?
Maybe it's just what they thought laser space guns would look like. It's just beams of light being shot at you.
They're just flashlights.
Yeah. I mean, that's all a lightsaber is. It's just a very powerful flashlight. You can't tell me as a kid you didn't pick up a flashlight and turn it on and start making the noise.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, until you get to the ending, which I kind of like the ending of it for the most part, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't.
I thought this was gonna be it. Like, this was just, we were gonna be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think he had planned on doing more, but that got like, it didn't do well. So then they just got bought out by Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I honestly part of me kind of wondered if a betrayal from Jay might be coming at some point. Like, I wasn't honestly real surprised that Jay pulled Kay in to be killed as well. So
I figured a betrayal was going to come, but I did not expect that. I did not expect, like, I don't know. I thought maybe, what I mean by like, I didn't expect it in this issue. I thought maybe in the future, the writer had an idea for that to happen. But when he is going to get killed, and then he just throws Kay like in front of the blast as well, and they both get like atomized, I was just like, huh, I did not see that coming.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that coming at all. I didn't think a betrayal was going to come. I actually thought that Kay was going to like save the day. Like there was going to be some kind of whatever, and Kay was going to be like, we can't do this because of blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have saved Jay, and it would have been like, I can't believe you did that. He's like, don't think I've gone soft on you. I just need you for whatever else. Like it was going to be some other kind of, smart ass response to that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But for Jay to pull Kay in, I was like, that's kind of a turning point for Jay there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then especially because so for the listeners out there, Duran finally meets up with Jay and Kay at the costume contest and judges Jay there in front of everybody, since Jay like basically was like okay with his termination and wasn't pleading for his life. Then it was just going to be Jay that gets terminated, not Jay plus 5,000 people from Earth.
Yeah.
And as the termination is about to happen, Jay grabs Kay and brings him over into the laser with him, and they both get vaporized. They wind up winning the costume contest, so that's good.
Which is crazy to me because they're just wearing suits.
But then we find out that like they have body doubles. And they
Clones.
erased. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
It's
I think
like
they're
straight up just clones.
I think they're clones with the memories of or the new bodies are clones of some sort. It's clones. I don't know who was the original and who's the clone, but I think they were clones.
I got you. Okay. But they erased the memory of Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, like, I kind of feel like that was a turning point for Jay at that point in time, but they weren't ready for that yet, or they didn't want him to be that yet. And so they like reverted him back.
Yeah. I think they also, it's like, this is, like you said, the turning point where Jay is finally willing to maybe like get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
For some reason to do whatever they need. So they were like, hey, whatever, it's time we do phase 2 or something. And I was like, what the fuck is phase 2?
Yeah. I was kind of, at that point, I was like, all right, I want to know what's happening. But then I was like, oh, we got to read another issue. Well, maybe I don't want to know that bad.
I legitimately, I wanted to know more about what the writer originally intended for the organization of MIB, like with Beta and X, and then now this. Like, I'm like, I really, really want to know. Like, I would love if he just did like here's what my original idea was.
Yeah. Well, that's it. All my notes.
Yeah. The only thing I was going to mention is just this issue is just a like Easter egg after Easter egg. We see fucking you said Spock, we mentioned Chewie, E.T., Salacious Crumb is there. There's a Zardoz poster. I think there's one of the ships from, was it Close Encounters of the Third Kind? It's just like the artist just took the opportunity to draw all the sci-fi things.
William Shatner's an alien, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, William Shatner's an alien. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, I really didn't have much on this one either.
So let me ask y'all this before we dip out. Who did it better? Are the movies better, or
Yes.
or is the or is the comic book better? Is like which is better?
I just think that, like, I don't know, the movie has. I of course enjoyed the movie better. I'm just trying to like figure how I can word this a little bit, but like I enjoyed the movies more just because it kept you engaged better than the comic book does. I mean, I get that. Like I said earlier, I kind of liked that it had just and like how Richard put it, the villain of the week on each issue. So it's not like a big thing necessarily, but at the same time, like I would like a little bit more kind of continuity, like things progressing through those, like is to be able to follow like what's changing, what's happening, stuff like that. But yeah, it just, and just tone K back at least like 20 degrees, and we'll be maybe
20?
a little bit.
He said 20, like 50.
Yeah. Gotta way dial that back. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the comedy, the everything of the movies better.
I got you. I also want to add real quick as well before we get to Richards is that they mentioned in this final issue that everything between volume 1 and 2 happened in 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, I got you.
So it wasn't just like 3 days.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
They gave this Jay a little bit longer.
Yeah, cool.
But between becoming a Men in Black, as a whatever trainee,
Mm-hmm.
to dying as a Man in Black, it was 6 months. He made it 6 months, and then he got terminated. Richard, what are your thoughts?
I wonder what do they have workplace accidents
for workman's comp?
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of the word workman's comp. Yeah, do they have workman's comp for MIB? Sorry, I was just thinking that. I like the movies better, but I like little seeds from the comic. Like I love the idea of Agent X, but then that's just Alpha from the cartoons, but they never really did Alpha in the movies. They kind of did with International, but it still wasn't quite the same. I love the idea of a rogue agent from MIB is not now the villain. I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate this K. Tommy Lee Jones is so much more likable, and he still gives that machismo kind of thing that we get from K, but he doesn't have to be a total dick about it.
Yeah. The hard ass.
Yeah. And I like movie J way better than comic J because Will Smith is just Will Smithing about. But there was some cool little nuggets here and there from these stories. But yeah, on the whole, no, I don't really like this one over the movies.
I like the movies a lot better. Maybe it's because I grew up on the movies. I don't know. I like the ideas that they pulled from the comic books for the most part. And I kind of wish they would have done more of the cryptids, the ghosts, I wish they had done more of that kind of stuff with Men in Black, just because that would have been cool and it would have opened the door for so many other things. And I feel like it's one of those things that could have just kept you on your toes. It just didn't have to be aliens every single time, which I hear what you're saying as far as X-Files or whatever, but I feel like the Men in Black would have just taken it to that next level of them having all this crazy cool tech shit that you won't ever see in X-Files.
Yeah. No, I think you could do it now. I'm just saying when the original movie came out, X-Files was already hugely popular.
Yeah.
So I could easily see someone be like, "Oh, it's just X-Files again."
Yeah.
But if they were to reboot it now, I think it'd be kind of cool if they did that.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if they could do. I don't know if they could.
Yeah, I don't know.
What, reboot it or? I
think they could reboot Men in Black. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a property that a lot of people like and enjoy and have fun with if you get the right cast. Right. I haven't seen International, but from what I've heard, it's not that great.
It's not. I wanted to like it, but the chemistry is just, it's not. They had better chemistry in Ragnarok than they did in this movie, and there's just a lot of this movie that just doesn't work for me, in my opinion. Maybe one day we'll watch it and review it or something.
Yeah.
But I think if you have the right cast, you can do it. I don't know that they can do anything outside of Aliens.
It's it's set in stone, kind of.
I feel that's kind of the whole point of us doing this segment is not many people know this came from a comic book.
Yeah.
And even when we're sitting there talking about it, we're we weren't expecting this shit at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you were to sit there and do that to the masses, you know what I mean? How bad is that going to throw them off and be like, "That's not the fucking Men in Black. They can't sit there and be the Ghostbusters. They can't sit there and go after this, that, and another." Who the fuck cares about a ravening?
Yeah. Who does? Let's be real here. Stupid ass cryptid. better off with a chupacabra.
Yes. That's great. But yeah, I like the idea of that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, movies for me as well. So cool. All right. Y'all come back next week. Hang out with us as we talk, I believe, Wonder Man.
Yep.
I think we're going to do the first 4 episodes of Wonder Man.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
Depends on how long those episodes are. And
Yeah.
I think they're supposed to be 30 minutes apiece.
okay.
But I could be wrong. But yeah. So it should be Wonder Man of some kind. So if you're interested in Wonder Man, come hang out with us. Listen to it. And in the meantime, Jeremy, where can they find you at?
Or if you have no idea who he is, just like I do, we'll find out together. You can find me on Twitch under the handle Night Fury GTO. It's Night with a K, and you can find me here.
Awesome. Richard?
If you want to contact me directly, I have an X, the platform formerly known as Twitter and Instagram, a Blue Skies, and a Threads. My handle is Night Curry, night like day and night, and curry with a K. If you want to contact us directly, we have a Gmail. Our Gmail is comicallycomicspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to check us out on YouTube, possibly TikTok, we'll see, and Instagram, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics Podcast. And if you want to check us out on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics. Dang it, I didn't have this pulled up. With an S. Actually, hang on. Hang on. I just, we'll forget everything that you just heard, and I'll redo it again. No, I'm kidding.
You can find me on Instagram, eBay, and Shortbox22 Comics. You can also find me on YouTube at 22 Comics. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did making it. With all being said, say goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Goodbye, Jeremy. Goodbye.
You are no longer part of the system. You are above the system, over it, beyond it. We're them, we're they. We are the men in black.